This morning, new information about all the police out in Marshall overnight, the reason state investigators even showed up.
Plus, the vice president is coming to Wisconsin today, where she'll be and what she plans on talking about.
And we have had some thick fog develop, a dense fog advisory in effect until 9 o'clock. We'll take a look at the visibilities coming up.
Good Thursday morning, everybody. You're almost there. It's almost Friday. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynchine.
I'm Chris Stanford. Kelly Slifka is using all sorts of fun words today to describe the weather.
Soupy. A lot of us start with S, too. And
Sultry.
Spicy. Saucy.
So foggy.
It's
a
long way of saying that it is warm and humid and foggy out there.
It's a little juicy out there this morning.
It did start with an S.
There we go.
There you go.
Anyway, yeah, it is soupy out there this morning, that is for sure. We do have a dense fog advisory in effect until 9 o'clock. Visibilities have really gotten low in some areas because of all that humidity that we have across southern Wisconsin. So this is in effect until 9 o'clock. If you're going to be traveling, make sure you keep the lights on, even if the sun is coming up now. Visibility is down to a half mile officially at the airport, and it's variable. Occasionally, you'll see fine conditions, and also you run into some of that thick fog. Visibility is near zero at Mineral Point and also Monroe this morning. So there it is. You can see on our Queen Bee sky cam in Platteville. Really can't even see, well, you can see some of the lights there at the bottom, but you can see how thick the fog is across all of southern Wisconsin. Temperatures mild, 64 in Madison. That's matching that dew point, and that's creating the 100% humidity and that fog this morning. That should burn off later this morning. We'll get into some sunshine. It'll be hazy and hot as we get into the upper 80s. The heat index in the lower 90s today with that humidity. For the weekend, we have a chance of showers and storms Saturday, better chances of widespread rains on Sunday. Low 80s at the noon hour with hazy sunshine. Later this afternoon, partly sunny and very warm as we head into the upper 80s. So once again, with that thick fog this morning, allow some extra time. Visibility is less than a mile with this dense fog. Keep those headlights on throughout the morning. More on that chance of rain for the weekend coming up.
All right. Kelly Slifka, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Breaking news overnight, multiple police departments are investigating an attempted robbery turned shooting in Marshall.
Our Shane Hogan is here now with what we know this morning. Shane, what are we finding out?
Yeah, Chris, officers were originally called for that attempted robbery where a fight broke out between the suspect and the store clerk. This happened at Caps and Cork Liquor Store on Plaza Drive just after 7:30 Wednesday night. The suspect then fled from that scene and was later located by Marshall police. When officers tried arresting the man, he ran and turned around and fired a single gunshot at an officer but missed. Multiple police departments were called to assist in finding this suspect. They did end up finding him in a residential area just after 9, and he was taken into custody. This incident remains under investigation by both the Marshall Police Department and the Dane County Sheriff's Office.
All right, Shane Hogan, keeping up with that breaking news this morning. Thank you, Shane. This morning, the Wisconsin Department of Criminal Investigation is getting involved in the case of a missing person. 43-year-old Leah Stewart of Juneau is still missing after she was last seen on the 4th of July. She was in the township of Lemonwire near Mauston. She was last seen wearing black shorts, a dark-colored shirt, and no shoes. It's been about a month now. If you have any information about where she might be, you should call the Juneau County Sheriff's Office. That number, along with a picture of Leah, is up on your screen right now.
A man in police custody accused of threatening people at a West Side park. It happened Tuesday night at Elver Park on McKenna Boulevard. Officers say they got a call that a man had threatened some people with a gun. One of the officers even reported hearing some gunfire on the way to the scene. Police say they were able to evacuate the park and find the man. They arrested him once they found the gun in question. No one was hurt. Police are now interviewing multiple people who were in the area.
Former President Donald Trump will be back in court today. It's the third time he'll appear in court this year, this time in Washington, D.C. A big part of the investigation behind this latest indictment centers on Wisconsin. The indictment says people across 7 states, including ours, agreed to pretend they were electors for Trump. Wisconsin became a hub for the fake elector scheme with false certification documents sent to Congress, the National Archives, and the Wisconsin Secretary of State. Trump is expected to arrive in D.C. with a heavy police escort and to plead not guilty.
Meanwhile, Vice President Kamala Harris will be in Milwaukee today. She'll speak at 2 campaign receptions in the city after a stop in Pleasant Prairie. There she'll be talking about the Biden administration's investment in high-speed internet. This after the administration announced in June that Wisconsin would get $1 billion in broadband funds from the Bipartisan Infrastructure Act in Washington. The last time the VP was in Wisconsin was September of last year.
Mortgage rates, they're up this morning. They rose after Fitch downgraded the U.S. credit rating to from the highest rating of AAA to AA+. A chief economist says the rise is a direct result of that downgrade. Fitch said it made that decision based on many factors, including concerns over the debt ceiling and standards of governance. That includes the January 6th attack on the Capitol. The Biden administration says it disagrees with the change in rating. Regardless, the ripple effects of this decision could make it harder for people to buy houses.
Turning to health news this morning, is COVID making a comeback? State scientists say COVID-19 levels in Madison's wastewater are up. New data shows average COVID levels rose over the last 3 months. Take a look here. The state health dashboard here showing the current average is moderate compared to the past 6 months of data. Those orange plus signs you see indicate a significant increase. Lab researchers say they need a little more time, though, to look at the data before drawing any concrete conclusions about the recent findings.
In order for us to judge if this is something of concern, I would give us another week or two and see if these measurements stay higher and they continue growing, or would this come down?
Scientists at Wisconsin State Laboratory of Hygiene say this method of testing will play a vital role in the future of predicting COVID trends through the general population.
It is 6:06 now. The start of the school year isn't too far off, and neither are fall sports. Conversations around cardiac arrest being held more frequently lately. Doctors are stressing the importance of knowing what to do in the case of an emergency. Braden Ross has more.
1, 2, 3.
We just never know when something like that's going to happen.
Wednesday, UW-Whitewater and Mercy Health teaming up with one major goal: be ready if disaster strikes.
The importance is to practice so that we become comfortable.
They're training on how to respond to medical emergencies athletes might face on the field.
A variety of things from heat illness, cardiac-related CPR, AED practice. And then we also have been practicing our spine boarding techniques. 1, 2, 3, lift.
Typically, we're doing this mostly for football, but we'll get it for gymnastics. We'll get it for hockey. We'll do it for lacrosse and soccer. I mean, you can have a downed athlete in just about any sport.
One of their main focuses, cardiac arrest, an issue that took center stage twice this year. In January, Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin collapsed on the field and was revived on live television.
Monday Night Football game brought that into light for a lot of people.
And just last month, LeBron James' son Bronny also went into cardiac arrest during a basketball practice. But Mercy Health sports medicine doctor Dennis Maldonado says while high-profile incidents like that may bring more attention to the topic, it's nothing new to those who watch from the sidelines.
This is something that we constantly practice, that we learn about in medical school, that we do with our athletic trainers. So that although new to a lot of people, it's something that we've always practiced.
UW-Whitewater and Mercy Health liaison Emma Kopp says the skills they're training for today go beyond the field.
Be alert. All of these situations can happen to just about anybody. It doesn't necessarily need to be within athletics.
She says it's important for everyone to know how to respond in a cardiac emergency.
Doing your typical following the beat to the song, staying alive, whatever you have to do to remember it. If it comes down to saving a life, anybody can really do it.
That's Braden Ross reporting for us. That specific training session we just saw is a refresher for coaches and trainers. Doctors at Mercy Health say they've always been ready to respond in case of a crisis.
Coming up, Wisconsin's volleyball team getting ready for the season. Why they won't talk about their goals this year, though.
And from the 608 to the 414, we're live at the first day of the Wisconsin State Fair. And coming up, we're talking about the 2023 Drinkies competition winner, the Ferris meal. We get to taste it next.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are a value pack of Hy-Vee chicken breast, $1.99 a pound. Stamilt red cherries, $1.66 a pound when you buy a 3-pound pack. And lots of Mazza pizza, only $5.97. All week long at Hy-Vee.
With Nurtec ODT, I can treat and prevent my migraine attacks all in one.
Don't take if allergic to Nurtec. Allergic reactions can occur even days after using. Most common side effects were nausea, indigestion, and stomach pain. Talk to your doctor about Nurtec today.
I'm saving with Liberty Mutual, Mom. They customize your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need. You could save $700 just by switching.
Oh, let me put a reminder on my phone. On the top of the pile.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Save 11% on everything now at Menards. Get the comfort and support you'd expect from a new mattress with Serta. Find the perfect mattress that fits your size and firmness needs. A Serta mattress in a box is compact and easy to transport, making it perfect for students heading back to school. Just unpack and unroll for an easy and convenient setup. Right now, Serta gel memory foam mattresses are starting at $289.95 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Send them back to school in style with Steinhoffels. Shop our back to school sale for trendy and functional furniture. Plus, get great deals on mattresses. Twins start at just $89 and queens start at $129. And take an extra 10% off our already low-priced clearance furniture and mattresses. Make it even easier when you use Steinhoffels' special 72-month financing. The back to school sale at Steinhoffels. Shop in store or online at steinhoffels.com.
There are moments in life, special moments, moments to share, moments to celebrate. Share the love. Celebrate the moment.
Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
Wish you had help getting things done. Same. So I got Spectrum One. It's fast internet, unlimited mobile, and advanced Wi-Fi, all for a great price. Spectrum helps me run all this easily. Work, bust. Treat dispenser, treating. And since I'm always on this, unlimited mobile is a no-brainer.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Call 833-802-4999 or visit spectrum.com today.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are Hy-Vee Choice Reserve Bacon Wrapped Sirloins, $2.99. General Mills Family Size Cereal, $2.98. And 6-pack Pepsi products, only $2.99 each when you buy 4. All week long at Hy-Vee.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Well, from the 608 to the 414 today, because it's the first day of the Wisconsin State Fair.
Oh, yeah. Josh Breider is live in West Allis with the first look this morning. What tasty treats you got for us today, Josh?
Hey guys, so I'm feeling a little thirsty. It's a little humid out here, and I think I've got the perfect option. Take a look at what we have right here. This is the 2023 Drinkies winner, and it's called the Ferris Mule. And this is actually a non-alcoholic drink. That was the whole plug in this event this year. Paul Hackbarth is the 2023 Drinkies winner.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Inaugural year. Happy to bring home the trophy.
So
pretty proud of that.
Pretty awesome. So you are a part of the Old Fashioned Sipper Club Cocktails, which this is a brand new venue this year.
Brand new venue this year, featuring cocktails, boozy shakes, non-alcoholic shakes. What we really wanted to come up with for our drinking submission was a non-alcoholic cocktail for those who enjoy non-alcoholic drinks.
So talk a little bit about what is in the Ferris Mule drink.
So the Ferris Mule is a mule, so it's a pretty standard mule, but we spiced it up with some great ingredients. We have muddled blackberries, lots of fresh squeezed lime, sprig of thyme in there, rosemary. I did it again. But yeah, just so much wonderful flavor, and it's just, there's so many profiles in there, and of course topped with the ginger beer.
You know, when you look at non-alcoholic options, that has become more of a thing now. More people are doing that. So to have another option is got to be huge for your customer base.
It is. It's a great additional option, and you know, there's so many people who don't drink alcohol, and this is a great option for them. There is an option to order it with alcohol here at the stand too, so if you want to enjoy it as a traditional meal, you can do that as well.
So you might be familiar with another place, because you're at the Camp Bar here on the grounds as well.
Yep, Camp Bar. This is our second year operating a Camp Bar, and a shameful plug, we have a second place Sporky over there, so great Sunday if you're going to stop by and check that out as well. Grab a Ferris Mule, make your way down, and grab a Porky Sunday.
You know, what is it like to be called the 2023 Drinkies winner?
It's the first year. I mean, I couldn't be more proud. That was our biggest goal of the year. We're the new drink stand on the fairgrounds, so definitely a big deal.
All right, and where can people find you if they're interested in coming out to the fair?
The best landmark would be walk right outside the Cream Puff Pavilion. You'll walk right into us, right on Central Mall.
Everyone knows where the Cream Puffs are.
Yes, go to the Cream Puffs, go right outside, look for the green Christmassy building.
Well, Paul, congratulations again. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Let's put the information up on the screen right now. Again, today is the very first day of the Wisconsin State Fair. It runs all the way through August 13th, so you have plenty of time to be able to check it out for yourself. Again, State Fair Park in West Allis, and I've got links with more information up on channel3000.com. All right, guys, I can't just let this drink go to waste, so we're going to take a sip of the Ferris meal. Oh, wow.
Lots of flavors in there.
Really good, you guys. I'm just going to be hanging out right here if you need me. I don't know if I'm even going to make it to the next segment. Paul's got me covered here, guys.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Describe it for us. What's it taste like?
It tastes like a mule, but you wouldn't even know that there's no alcohol in it. I think that's the amazing thing.
Yeah, the profiles in there are amazing. There's obviously you have the rosemary, which gives you a whole different herbal creation and scents, and there's so much going on in there. Blackberries and lime and agave and all the fun things.
The old-fashioned sipper club, guys.
Looks good. Perfect for a nice warm summer day at the State Fair. Josh Breider, thanks a lot. We'll talk to you soon.
Remember to let Josh know it inspires or refreshes you in the 608. You can reach out on social media or shoot him an email.
Yeah, the weather is warming up out there. Kelly Slifka's on the patio. What are we dealing with?
Yeah, we definitely are warming up now. We've got a lot of that moisture in the air. Definitely can feel the humidity. And, of course, our nights are a little bit longer, so that allows for some of this fog to develop. And that's what we're seeing this morning. Looking at our sky cam from the station, you can't even see really much at all as the sun is coming up, kind of reflecting off that fog. It's going to be a very humid afternoon with temperatures getting up to about 87. You factor in the humidity, it's going to feel like low 90s. So it's going to be a drippy afternoon if you're going to be doing any outdoor activities today. If you have to work outside, count on sweating a lot today because we already have the moisture in the air, and that's why we've got the visibilities down to near zero in Mineral Point, Monroe, Janesville, down to a half mile here in Madison. Even the Dells now down to zero, so the fog has been spreading out across southern Wisconsin. Do have some rain chances going into the weekend. It looks like the best opportunity for some rain is going to be Sunday afternoon and Sunday night. We have a chance of a shower on Saturday, but I think it's going to be pretty spotty. The better chances looks like Sunday afternoon and Sunday night. So that's what we're looking at as far as rain going in the weekend. How much rain can we expect? Well, I think all of Wisconsin is going to see some rain. It'll vary from 1/4 of an inch to maybe 1 inch to 1.5 inches, especially areas to the north. Right now it's quiet. We do have a cold front that'll sweep through later tonight, and that'll actually scour out some of this humidity and drop our temperatures a little bit going in through tomorrow. Nothing drastic, but drop the numbers a little bit. 64 in Madison. We actually have that dew point right at 64. So 100% humidity right now, and that's why we're seeing the fog across much of southern Wisconsin. 62 right now in Waunakee, 65 in Sun Prairie. 61, down in Oregon, so a little bit cooler down there, but it's going to be warming up quickly, low to mid 80s early this afternoon, mid to upper 80s, many locations this afternoon with partly sunny skies and that heat index, low 90s at times. So I think most of Saturday dry. It's really Saturday night, late Saturday night into a Sunday, especially Sunday afternoon as this whole storm system passes right over Wisconsin, brings us a good opportunity of widespread rain. So the first warning forecast keeps it warm today, humid today. Still warm tomorrow, but not as humid. No seeing that overnight low by Saturday morning down to 60. Once again, a chance of a shower or thunderstorm Saturday. Not expecting a whole lot, so don't cancel any outdoor plans. It's mainly Sunday afternoon, Sunday night. Good chances of rain as we cool down. Only in the 70s, it looks like, by the end of the weekend.
Wisconsin volleyball stepped up to the mic at Big Ten Media Days and talked about everything except their goal for the year, because everyone already knows what the reigning conference champs are playing for. And as Andrew Banster found out from Chicago, the Badgers are primed for another run at some hardware.
After winning the national championship in 2021, Wisconsin volleyball fell in the Elite Eight last season. Now they return a hungry and experienced team looking for their 5th straight Big Ten title and then some.
We don't really speak of awards. We don't really speak of what our end goal is. We all know. We all know what we're aiming for. We're aiming for championships. We're aiming for a Big Ten championship. We're aiming for a national championship. We want trophies. We want rings. We don't talk about that. The only thing that matters this year is getting better every single day.
Last year we were young. We were low in experience. We've got a lot of them coming back. There was a lot of lessons learned. And we are certainly hungry to get started next week. Tuesday we start practicing. I can't get here soon enough. If you're not ready, then you need to be out of the profession. And I am so fired up to get in the gym with this group.
As far as the team's past accomplishments, as Kelly Sheffield said, you don't brag about the last 5 mountains you climbed. You focus on the one you're on right now. And the Badgers will look to keep putting one foot in front of the other all the way to the top. In Chicago, Andrew Banstrut, News 3 Sports.
Day 1 of fall camp for Wisconsin is in the books. The Badgers took the field at Pioneer Stadium with a bunch of excitement surrounding the program, but there is one guy who seems to stay level-headed no matter what. His name is Tanner Mordecai, UW's QB1. Doesn't get rattled. He's been there, done that, and his calm, cool, collected demeanor is something that's needed in a Phil Longo offense.
I don't think there's a stress level issue with him, which you never want with your quarterback. So that's the thing that impresses me most, because it's not easy to do at that position.
It looks like I'm even keel. That doesn't mean I'm not competing my butt off as hard as I possibly can. Everyone's looking at you all the time, so I think it's important that the guys around you see that, you know, I'm going to be okay no matter what, because adversity is going to strike.
At the top of the zone.
Rubber match between the Brewers and Nationals, and Devin Williams is in a tough spot in the 9th. Bases loaded, no outs, and Andrew Monasterio can't make the play. His throw is wide, 2 runs score, and that's a walk-off win for the Nats. Brewers lose 3-2 and now have lost 5 of their last 6 games. And that's it for Morning Sports. Have a great day.
A rough line for the Brewers. Thanks, Zach. Still ahead, how your favorite actors are helping the cause amid the major strike in Hollywood.
And a look at gas prices as we head to break here in Dane County and across Wisconsin. We'll be right back.
Watch News 3 now at 5 with Eric, Susan, and Gary. Weeknights. Back to school means big savings at A1 Furniture. Mattresses for $149, sofas $399, flip-flops $299, dressers $149. Up to 40% off store-wide plus instant cash back. The Back to School Savings Event, only at A1 Furniture.
We're reinventing our network
with smarter, more efficient routes, so you can deliver more value to your customers.
Fast, reliable, perfectly orchestrated. The United States Postal Service.
What can you do with sensitive skin?
Okay, what a day. There's nothing in my way. I love
Cetaphil Moisturizing Cream hydrates for a full 48 hours. Because a lot can happen in 48 hours. Cetaphil, we do skin, you do you.
Here's your parachute.
Certain it's okay? Are you 4imprint certain?
Certainty matters, so congratulate coworkers or say thank you with promotional products from 4imprint.com.
4imprint for certain.
A biker must always be on alert. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. We'll fight for the compensation you deserve. And there's never a fee until we win. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection is here 24 hours a day.
7 days a week for all your residential and commercial plumbing services.
From installation, repairs, and maintenance to complete sewer and drain cleaning, we've got you covered.
Visit MononaPFP.com.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Congratulations to Madison Magazine for earning 9 awards in the Milwaukee Press Club Excellence in Wisconsin Journalism Competition, including top honors for Best Single Story or Feature Design and Best Feature Photograph. Dive into local lakes with Madison Magazine. Learn what lies in the murky deep, from antique cars and ancient relics to tales of sunken treasure. And meet divers bringing secrets to the surface. Madison Magazine, online and on newsstands now.
Back to school means big savings at A1 Furniture. Mattresses for $149, sofas $399, flip-flops $299, dressers $149. Up to 40% off store-wide plus instant cash back. The Back to School Savings Event, only at A1 Furniture.
Hey, we're back. It looks like Mark just went fishing. Oh, it looks like a lovely morning, doesn't it?
Gosh, that is gorgeous.
When we ask people to share their morning, this is the kind of stuff I want to see. I want to see what people are up to in the morning.
Yeah, he's got standards.
Yeah.
Chris doesn't think your morning should have a cow in it.
I didn't say that.
You were thinking it.
That is a beautiful photo, though.
Very nice.
Just so peaceful and tranquil.
I want to be there.
Yep.
Thanks, Mark. You can share your morning. Just use the hashtag MyNews3Morning when you post on social media.
All right, Shane's got the trending story of the morning. Hey, Shane.
Good morning, folks. We've been talking a lot about the strike in Hollywood for good reason, but now a bunch of A-list stars are stepping up to help the cause. Top earners like George Clooney, Meryl Streep, Leonardo DiCaprio, Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez, Oprah Winfrey, Julia Roberts, so many big stars are helping out here. They have given up to or more than $1 million to the SAG-AFTRA Foundation to help those facing economic hardships by not working. I mentioned this last hour. I think it's a good reminder that these aren't the folks that are, I mean, obviously they're not working. That's not great for anyone, but
they'll be okay.
They'll be okay. It's really for those people who are, you know, up-and-coming actors or extras. Those people make a living by just doing that kind of work. They're the ones really facing the hard times during this strike. So nice to see the big stars helping out. Over $15 million raised.
Yeah, you name dropped some big ones there.
Yeah.
The Rock.
It's like the entire A-list. Yeah, it's not looking great for Hollywood at the moment.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
The last of summer will draw you in at Toyota's National Sales Event. It's like a magnet, but for people.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. That's the value you can expect from Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
When you pull up to someone's house, the first thing you see nowadays is their garage door.
Let Precision's experienced designers come to your home and help you select the perfect door for your house.
Precision is there to help.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Hi, I'm Daryl from Little America.
Blake and his cousin Connor are here with their families from Madison today. What's your favorite ride? Connor's older sister, Cassie, told me her favorite is the go-karts. Mom loves that she can bring a picnic basket, and Dad enjoys miniature golf. There's fun for the whole family at Little America, where big fun is only a few miles away.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
When your travel adventure is more of a misadventure, it matters where you stay.
And here's some warm DoubleTree cookies.
DoubleTree by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
The last of summer will draw you in at Toyota's National Sales Event. It's like a magnet, but for people.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. That's the value you can expect from Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
Right now, the first state Supreme Court challenge with a new liberal majority. Which controversial case they could take on?
I am open for business until somebody puts a padlock on my business.
Plus, a Wisconsin brewery fighting to stay open. Why community leaders are shutting him down.
And here's your first look outside this morning. High humidity causing some fog for your morning commute, Kelly.
Yeah, some areas seeing some dense fog this morning with visibilities near zero. We'll talk about when this fog may lift and also when we have a chance of storms later in the forecast.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Leah Lynchide. Thanks for waking up with us. Kind of a pretty sunrise over Madison. Very hazy. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the sun is basically bouncing off the top of the fog layer. That's why we get that beautiful sky cam from the station here. But it is causing some problems. There it is. You can see that blue right above the fog there. So
is it fog, or is that like or is the camera just fogged up?
No, that's actual fog.
That's the fog.
It's like a blanket of fog. Yeah, fog. So it's causing some issues on the road. So if you are traveling this morning, I know the sun is up. It's light enough that you really don't need your headlights on, but just keep them on just so other people can see you, because visibility is down to a half mile at the airport, near zero in Janesville, Monroe, Mineral Point, and also the Dell. So you might be cruising along, it might be okay, but as you get in some of these valley locations, you might encounter some of that thick fog. That's why we have the dense fog advisory. Madison areas to the west and in effect until 9 o'clock this morning. Platteville kind of socked in with the fog as well. You can see some of the street lights there on, basically just kind of fogged in there in southwestern Wisconsin. So keep those headlights on. If you are going to be traveling this morning, visibility is less than 1 mile. Things should improve over the next couple of hours area-wide. 64, a mild, muggy start to the morning in Madison. 69 in the Dells. We'll look at the fog lifting after 9 o'clock. We'll look at hazy sunshine by the noon hour, low 80s. Upper 80s today. You factor in that humidity. It's going to feel like low 90s at times. So got the fog this morning. That'll be burning off by 10 o'clock. And we'll look at low 80s at the noon hour. Talk about the heat today and also a chance of some rain later this weekend. More coming up.
Thank you, Kelly. 6:31 now. There is a new challenge this morning to Wisconsin's legislative maps, and it could end up changing the balance of political power at the state capitol.
Shane Hogan is here with what that could mean for districts across the state. Good morning, Shane.
Good morning, Leah. Liberal law groups are challenging the maps, which they say favor Republicans, and this comes within a day since the state Supreme Court flipped to a liberal majority. That flip happening after new Justice Janet Protasewicz was officially sworn in on Tuesday. Right now, Republicans control roughly 2/3 of the legislative seats, even though Wisconsin is close to a 50-50 state. The petition argues the maps need to be more fair under the Wisconsin Constitution.
We are raising claims under provisions of the Wisconsin Constitution and just the Wisconsin Constitution that really have not been argued before.
The attorneys are asking the state Supreme Court to take this case directly, bypassing lower courts. That's expected to be their best chance on this lawsuit with the now liberal-leaning majority bench. Top state Republicans are responding as well. Senate Majority Leader Devin LeMahieu says in part, quote, Wisconsin's current legislative maps are valid and constitutional. Instead of redefining their radical political platform to match the values of everyday Wisconsinites, liberal Democrats are counting on judicial fiat to help them gain power. Governor Tony Evers also responding to this filing, calling it great news for Wisconsin's democracy. You can read our full in-depth reporting on this story over on channel3000.com.
A story will continue to follow. Shane Hogan, thank you very much. Meanwhile, tensions rising on the state's highest court just days into that new liberal majority reign. The conservative Chief Justice now accusing her liberal colleagues of overreaching. On their second day as a majority, the liberal justices voted to fire the director of the court system. The termination was unexpected. There had been no complaints about the director. Chief Justice Annette Ziegler saying this is a, quote, raw exercise of overreach and undermines her authority. She says she won't try to stop it, though, out of fear that other court employees could be similarly fired.
Workers at Line & Kugels in Chippewa Falls will stay on strike. Union leaders say that they met with parent company representatives from Molson Coors, but they are no closer to a deal this morning. The Teamsters made a new proposal, but the company is digging in its heels. Molson Coors says our offer from the start has been competitive and exceeded local market rate for similar unionized roles. The strike has now lasted nearly a month.
A Wisconsin brewer is pushing back after its hometown voted to revoke his operating permit. The Minocqua Brewing Company attended a city council meeting in hopes of getting a conditional use permit for a beer garden on the property. Instead, the council voted to revoke its administrative review permit. That's essentially the ability to use the land for the business. Council members say the permit was taken away due to the brewery violating its permit terms. Owner Kirk Bangstad says he's not taking the issue lightly.
I am open for business until somebody puts a padlock on my business. They had planned this ahead of time to revoke my permit to do business. This was a charade. This whole meeting was a charade.
Determined to fight back, Bangstad filed a temporary restraining order against Oneida County, but a judge denied it. The whole situation making for a pretty tense 2.5-hour-long meeting. Now the council is encouraging Bangstad to come back with a different approach at their meeting next Wednesday.
The Wisconsin State Fair opens up today. But before thousands of people show up at the fairgrounds, safety inspectors are out making last-minute checks on carnival rides that need inspecting multiple times. State Fair organizers also hire an independent team to inspect the ride's structure and mechanics.
Not only the mechanical, but even the seat belts, the seats. Are things in the right place? Do they look worn? Should they be replaced? The gates, making sure that those are safe so that people aren't coming on the ride or going into areas that they don't necessarily belong.
And this year, some extra eyes on one ride in particular, Infinity. You remember this? Last month, a ride similar to Infinity suddenly stopped at the Forest County Festival in northern Wisconsin, leaving everybody dangling upside down for more than 3 hours. In West Allis, Infinity has already passed its initial round of testing and has another round or so before it is finalized to go for this weekend. In total, Spin City, where all the rides are, will have 43 rides this year. Coming up a little bit, we're going to check with our Josh Sprider, who is at the fair this morning.
Looking ahead now, the IRS is going digital in 2025. That means you could get your refund sooner. Dubbed the Paperless Processing Initiative, the agency is ditching paper filing tax returns in favor of digital ones. The IRS says going digital is going to cut processing times in half. It'll speed up refunds by about 4 weeks. Taxpayers will also be able to submit more correspondence online. The agency thinks that will enable up to 125 million paper documents to be sent every year. Paper returns will still be accepted.
Take a look at this. Some middle school-aged girls exploring construction trades, architecture, and engineering. It's all part of a week-long summer camp called She Builds Wisconsin. The Associated General Contractors of Wisconsin and the Boys and Girls Clubs of Dane County coming together to put this on. Organizers say they hope this opens up some doors for girls who may not have known about these industries. And if even one girl follows any of the career paths, well, the camp was a success.
Yeah, for an industry that's just overrun by males, this is a great opportunity to get the next generation to be more female-led.
These jobs are high-paying, and they are in huge demand for anyone.
Love that. All right, 6:37 coming up after the break. A recall on birth control medication, the brand, and what you should do if you take it.
And we do have some thick fog this morning, but it's going to be heating up today. And also, we are taking a look at a chance for some weekend rain showers. We'll have the first morning forecast coming up.
Plus, from the 608 to the 414, we're live at the first day of the Wisconsin State Fair.
What drives you? Drive for Lamers.
Our kids need us. I felt like I needed to do something good for my community.
Call or visit golamers.com for more information.
And I'm getting paid for it.
Lamers Bus Lines. Our community needs you. Back to school means big savings at A1 Furniture. Mattresses for $149, sofas $399, flip-flops $299, dressers $149. Up to 40% off store-wide plus instant cash back. The Back to School Savings Event only at A1 Furniture.
Mark, a little help here?
Oh, keep it down. The noise is making them angry.
Whoa. Hey, I'm not a beekeeper, but I can replace these windows fast.
Let Feldco be the experts in your home renewal. Right now, buy one window and you'll get one free. Plus, no interest for 1 year. And we'll get it done Feldco fast.
Buy one window, get one free, and soon. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
We're reinventing our network
with smarter, more efficient routes, so you can deliver more value to your customers.
Fast, reliable, perfectly orchestrated. The United States Postal Service.
We wanted to be able to enjoy all 4 seasons, and patio enclosures helped us make that dream come true.
The one and only patio enclosures.
Wow, this is where you work now?
Figured I deserved a more inspiring space. And with home values being up, I had a lot of equity. So I got a home equity line of credit from Summit, and voila, added a home office.
Took your business to the next level.
Hey, you two have been in your place for a couple years now. Any fun plans?
Well, we just finished a refi with Summit.
Really?
And the plan is to make a bunch of great memories.
We're gonna use the savings to get a camper.
Whatever your goals, Summit Credit Union can help you use your home's equity to go get them.
Back to school means big savings at A1 Furniture. Mattresses for $149, sofas $399, flip-flops $299, dressers $149. Up to 40% off store-wide plus instant cash back. The Back to School savings event only at A1 Furniture.
I was looking for a way to make a difference, and I found it. I was nervous that I couldn't handle a school bus, but Lamers made it easy. Lamers taught me everything I needed to know, and now I'm loving it.
No experience necessary. Call or visit GoLamers.com today.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is taking you beyond the barometer. Email your weather-related questions to firstwarn@wisctv.com, and our team of meteorologists will give you the answers on News 3 Now, live at 4. Madison Mallards Baseball brings you a night of fireworks on the base paths, and after the game is over, don't miss the Mallards' next fireworks night, Friday, August 4th against the Wausau Woodchucks. Get your tickets today. News 3 Now is a proud sponsor of Madison Mallards Baseball. You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
On the Health Watch this morning, a warning about a birth control recall and an increased risk of pregnancy. The FDA wants you to know that Lupin Pharmaceuticals is recalling Tide birth control pills. There are 2 lots included in this recall. The pills were distributed in the U.S. between June 3rd of 2022 and May 1st of 23. They are set to expire in January and September of next year. The recall announcement said the lots tested low for ascorbic acid, which might impact the effectiveness of the pills and result in unplanned pregnancy. High levels of an impurity were also found. The company advises people who use Tide to continue taking it, but to contact their health care provider to determine an alternate birth control plan.
6:42, Kelly Slifka's outside, probably sweating already. He's got your first warn weather. Hey, Kelly.
Yeah, definitely. You can see a little shine on my forehead because it is very sticky this morning, and that has led to some fog. We've had some fairly thick fog, and actually a beautiful sky cam, or station sky cam, just on top of the fog. You can see that down below, but of course our camera is above the fog, so it's seeing the blue there, but it is causing some delays for some folks that are traveling about. Visibility is now at 1 mile here in Madison. It was a little bit lower last hour. Visibility is near 0 though in Janesville, Monroe, over to Mineral Point, even up through the Adele. So much of southern Wisconsin, our viewing area, impacted by some of this fog, so make sure you keep your headlights on even though the sun is up. Now, a couple days ago, Kevin caught the sunrise as the moon was setting on the western horizon. This was over Lake Monona. Beautiful sunrise, and would be nice to see the sun today. Makes you want to jump in, and we'll see that sun after this fog burns off this morning. So kind of winding down summer, so take advantage of this. It's going to be a day that you are going to want to try to stay cool as temperatures climb into the upper 80s. A perfect day to head to the pool or the lake to try to stay cool, because we're headed into the upper 80s today. You factor in this humidity that we have right now, it's going to feel like 89 to 93. Now, as we go into the weekend, we do have a chance of a shower or thunderstorm Saturday. Not a great chance. Better chance is Sunday. In fact, it might take up a good chunk of Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening. We actually have a cold front up to our north. This will slide through later tonight. Really not going to impact our weather a whole lot other than get rid of some of this humidity, drop our temperatures a couple of degrees, but we're not really expecting rain with that front. 64 in Madison. The dew point is 64. That's why we have 100% humidity. That's why we have the fog this morning. 69 right now in the Dells. It's sticky across all of Dane County, 65 in Sauk City and also Waunakee. Right now, 64 currently in Oregon and also Verona. So the fog will lift here by 9 o'clock or so. We'll look at hazy sunshine toward the noon hour as we climb up into the low 80s. Upper 80s later today, partly sunny skies. Going to be a humid afternoon. The heat index in the low 90s for some. Now Saturday, maybe a shower passing through. I'm not expecting much, but you can see the storm system to our west spinning over northern Iowa, southern Minnesota. That spreads the rain into all of Wisconsin throughout the afternoon hours. Throughout the evening hours, it's going to be a pretty soggy late Saturday afternoon, Saturday night. 87 today. The first warm forecast drops. That humidity tomorrow, 84, still warm. 82 Saturday, generally dry. Best chance of rain will hold off until Sunday afternoon and Sunday night.
All right, Kelly Slivka with our first warn. Thank you very much. From the 608 to the 414, today's the first day of the Wisconsin State Fair.
So we sent Josh Breiter over to West Allis to get a first look for us this morning. Hey, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning from the first day of the Wisconsin State Fair. The sun is coming up over State Fair Park. A little humid out here, but you can't complain because we're staying dry for the first day, and there's just so much excitement around this year's State Fair. And we've got an exciting guest this morning, actually a 608 native from Greene County. You've seen her here in the 608 before, Charlene Sweetland, of course, the 2023 Wisconsin Fairest of the Fair. Charlene, good morning to you.
Good morning.
So good to see you here in eastern Wisconsin this morning.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, this is going to be a busy time for you. I know you've been busy. What fair number is this for you this year?
Wisconsin State Fair marks my 33rd fair for the summer.
Holy cow, that's a lot.
Oh yeah, but I mean, it's been so much fun.
You know, this is what you're really all about with this, is getting out and interacting with people here across Wisconsin.
It really is, and especially advocating for the fair industry as a whole, and then teaching people the importance of fairs and why we need them.
You know, what is the Fairest of the Fairs all about?
So I have the amazing opportunity to travel the state of Wisconsin promoting Wisconsin's wonderful fairs. So I'm out there advocating, attending all of the county fairs, and then promoting the fair industry, and of course the Wisconsin State Fair. So I'm building up the excitement for the Wisconsin State Fair, all while promoting the county fairs as a whole as well.
So you'll be here the entire 11-day run, and people will be able to actually connect with you out here on the fairgrounds.
Yes, and I'm super excited. So if anyone does see me out and about, I would love to hear their why and why they're choosing to come to the fair today or even the next day or whenever. So.
You know, I think what's pretty awesome, and we've spoken to you about this before, but being a small town girl, you know, this is a dream come true for you.
Oh, it 100% is. I remember growing up and watching the Wisconsin Fairest of the Fair, the Alice in Dairyland, and, you know, thinking to myself, I want to be that someday. And here I am now accomplishing dreams.
You know, here we are in the first day. What are you most excited about for the Wisconsin State Fair?
You know, I can't pick one thing in particular, but if I were to pick one, all right, just between you and I, it would be the livestock barns and kind of connecting with the exhibitors and everything there.
Yeah, you know, we were over connecting with Alice in Dairyland a little bit earlier out in front, and of course they're getting ready because they have all of the cattle showing, all that going on too.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, even the exhibitors are super busy, and Alice in Dairyland, she's been busy already this morning, so yeah.
You know, when you look at everything that's out here for folks to see, you know, maybe those that aren't familiar with the whole farming background, this is really an idea to get that right in front of your face.
Yeah, this is an amazing education opportunity, especially for those who haven't necessarily seen the agricultural aspect of things within the fair industry or even in general. So, I mean, this is truly an opportunity for everyone. There is always something for everyone and so many learning experiences.
Well, Charlene, always a pleasure talking with you. Thank you so much for joining us here in the 414 this morning.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. Let's put the information up on the screen right now. Again, today is the first day of the Wisconsin State Fair. You still have all the way until August 13th, so plenty of time to come out here. 11 days of jam-packed fun right here at State Fair Park in West Allis. I've posted links with more information, including tickets, on channel3000.com. That does it here from State Fair Park here, guys. I've been waiting. I know they've got looks like the Wonder Wheel is officially going, so I might have to take a ride before coming back to Madtown later on this morning, guys.
That's it. I'm taking Zeke. The Fairest of the Fair convinced me I'd love to stop by the livestock options with him, maybe take a Ferris wheel ride.
Such a wonderful experience all around, guys.
Gotta go.
Josh Breiter at the fair in West Allis. Thanks, Josh. Meantime, don't forget to let Josh know what inspires you on social media. Just reach out on social media in the 608. Did I say social? Anyway, you know how to get a hold of him. There's the information. 6:48 coming up in the morning sprint. We are following some breaking news this morning in Marshall of a liquor store robbery.
But first, it is August 3rd. We want to say happy birthday to Jocelyn and all the kids turning 3 today. Thanks for celebrating with us here on News 3 Now this morning. We'll be right back.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
When our clean, shiny truck pulls up in front of your house, yes, everyone starts clapping because everyone is happy. And that's why they all start dancing. Woo!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Barnes, it's a great company.
I hear people talk a lot about how they enjoy working here.
We are Dane County's largest full-service lawn, landscape, tree, and snow removal company and 100% employee-owned.
We're often asked what it means to be an employee owner. It means we share our profits with the people who work at Barnes.
The better we do as employees, the happier our customer is, and the more likely they are to be with us long term.
Join the Barnes team. Apply at barnesincareers.com.
I'm here for
your annual eye exam.
Because I'm having trouble
reading.
Exactly.
They sort of make me feel
like I'm the most fabulous thing you've ever seen.
Exactly.
I'll take them.
What do we always say, son? Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
They only pay for what you need.
That's my boy.
Stay off the freeways.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Special report.
Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are!
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with no contract. Call 1-833-743-4999.
The Coopers here just got Spectrum One. Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection. Look, with Spectrum Internet, I can stream Spectrum News across all our devices.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats, keeping our family and devices safe and secure.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
And it includes nationwide 5G.
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with the fastest wireless speeds. Call 1-833-743-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
And now please welcome Anna Montoya.
What can you do with sensitive skin?
Okay, what a day.
Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser does more than clean. It actually protects skin by keeping it hydrated, so you're always ready for the unexpected. Cetaphil, we do skin, you do you.
When our clean, shiny truck pulls up in front of your house, yes, everyone starts clapping because everyone is happy. And that's why they all start dancing. Woo!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Watch News 3 Now at 6 with Eric, Charlotte, Gary, and Zach. Weeknights.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
Breaking news overnight, multiple police departments are investigating an attempted robbery turned shooting in Marshall. In a Facebook post, Marshall police say officers were sent to the Caps and Cork liquor store in town on reports of a robbery. The suspect fired a round at officers as they ran off. The officer was not hit. That suspect was ultimately arrested.
A new challenge to Wisconsin's legislative maps could change the balance of political power at the Capitol. Liberal law groups are challenging maps they say favor Republicans. It comes just a day after the Supreme Court flipped to a liberal majority. Republicans control 2/3 of the state legislative seats, despite Wisconsin being 50-50 a central political state. Senate Majority Leader Devin Lemmy, who says the current maps are valid and constitutional.
State data shows COVID-19 levels are on the rise in Madison's wastewater. The State Health Dashboard shows the current average of the 3 most recent COVID measurements is moderate compared to the past 6 months of data. This graph shows the last year of wastewater concentration in Madison. Those orange plus signs indicate a significant increase.
Authorities in Greene County looking into a situation at a construction site. Yesterday morning, workers in Browntown found 8 paper-wrapped cylinder sticks that could have been road flares, or dynamite. Officials evacuated the building on East Main and called in the bomb squad. They were able to safely defuse the situation.
A second victim is recovered from Lake Winnebago after a plane crash over the weekend. It happened during EAA's air venture. The T-6 Texan plane went into the lake around 9 Saturday morning with 2 people on board. They've been identified as 30-year-old Devin Riley and 20-year-old Zach Colamerino of Guadalupe, Texas. Riley was the daughter of 2-time Super Bowl champion Bruce Colley.
We are hours away from former President Donald Trump showing up at a D.C. courtroom. Security will be intense today while Trump is arraigned in a case accusing him of trying to overthrow the 2020 election. Trump is expected to plead not guilty. It's Trump's 3rd criminal indictment.
Vice President Kamala Harris will be in Wisconsin today. The VP will be in Kenosha for her first trip to the state since late last year. She'll join the Commerce Secretary to discuss the Biden administration's funding to expand broadband access.
Firefighters in St. Paul, Minnesota, trading in their equipment for picket signs. It's part of a labor dispute that's lasted over 200 days now. The department in St. Paul has worked without a contract since the start of the year. Union leaders say it boils down to money and the fact that they have only the 14th highest starting salary of Minnesota departments. Negotiations are expected at the end of this month.
The gunman convicted of the deadliest anti-Semitic attack in U.S. history now knows his fate. A federal jury in Pittsburgh recommended the death penalty for 50-year-old Robert Bowers. It's for the 2018 attack at the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh. The rampage left 11 worshipers dead and several others injured. A judge will formally impose the sentence today.
All right, good morning. 5 minutes away from 7 o'clock. Just an awesome view of the fog over southern Wisconsin, the Madison area. You can actually see the moon setting here on the western horizon as the sun is coming up on the east. Kind of looks like an alien landscape, but a beautiful shot there. But the fog is causing some problems on the roads. Visibility is down to near zero in Janesville and Monroe, Mineral Point, the Dells. Right now, a mile of visibility here in Madison. Of course, you may run into it fairly quickly, especially as you head into some of those valleys. A mild start to the morning. We're at 65 this morning in Madison, already in the 70s in Eau Claire, over toward the Twin Cities. Fog will burn off here fairly quickly over the next hour, 2 hours. Temperatures in the low 80s at the noon hour. Hazy sunshine today as we hit the upper 80s. It's going to feel like low 90s at times for the afternoon. So plan on that heat and humidity today after the fog this morning. Temperatures up to about 87 in Madison. Heat index low 90s today. We do drop the humidity tomorrow. Still warm, 84. I think most of Saturday will be dry, maybe an isolated shower. Better chances of some rain moving in Sunday afternoon and Sunday night. And then we do turn a little bit cooler toward the end of the weekend into early next week.
You're thinking the chances for rain better Sunday rather than Saturday?
Yeah, it looks like Sunday, especially Sunday afternoon and Sunday night, could be kind of a washout then.
Kelly, thank you.
We're going to say happy birthday to Jocelyn and all the kiddos turning 3 today. Have a great one. We'll see you in 30 minutes for a news and weather update.